More common, not eating or eating.
Hold up, Mona.
To some of y'all, I feel like I can't say certain. Y'all not going to talk about certain. Y'all stop. Because me as a person that don't give a what I say, all y'all get on my nerves. You know what I think it makes
inconveniently
a difference?
large, I would imagine.
You know what I think the difference is, y'all?
Let me tell you.
I think
You see me times I've had to get up?
Nigga walking around.
it's no big deal that y'all ignore me. Don't pay me no mind.
Mona,
Like
what you think Joe should do though?
Yeah.
What would you ask Joe?
I'm never going to agree with y'all.
Yeah,
None of y'all.
And that's fine.
Let's just stop. It's wrong. Y'all are wrong. Little thing that he said to me.
Hey, well,
Hold on.
Sorry, Mona.
Y'all don't listen.
Hold on, y'all.
I don't care, but I'm just like, why do I have to talk?
I'm sorry.
Why can't I just not talk? I don't get.
Mona's hitting some rough patches on the Joe Budden podcast. While she definitely has a high ceiling, her floor is looking pretty low right now. At first, she was the highlight, the one keeping things interesting. But her habit of oversharing, just talking too much, keeps tripping her up.
DJ Envy, that's my brother, man. I love DJ Envy, man.
Are we talking about the mall?
Yes.
DJ Envy got a job at the mall? At
Creative
the mall.
director of culture. That's
Yes.
The mall, guys. I've been to the mall. I took my kids. It's a mall. That what we talking about?
American
the mall
Dream.
with the big...
Mona.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Mo Measy with the 11s on.
Hey, Mona.
Hey, guys.
And lately, her lack of pre-show preparation has really been glaring. The Patreon comments are coming for her hard. I mean, it's gotten brutal. If you have the Patreon, just go check. It's wild. It's gotten so bad that people are starting to miss Melissa Ford, not because she was necessarily better, but because she at least let everyone speak. That said, this isn't a one-way street. Mona herself was super hesitant about joining the Joe Budden podcast. At her comedy shows, she's even told people she wasn't really down for it. And over time, she's talked a lot about how old and rigid the show can be, so maybe it was never going to be a perfect fit. Regardless, Joe Budden is the namesake of the show, and now you can actually see his frustration showing on his face.
What y'all think is more common, not eating or eating?
Work. Hold up, Mona.
They can't make it warm out there on the field for them.
Yeah, Mona, let us do this.
One example is Maul, whose tardiness has always been no secret, and later on Flip, who got called out for his behavior. And now Mona, once Joe's golden child, is starting to shatter that image of him as the boss. Another consequence of her lateness is that she tries to make up for it by talking over everyone and inserting herself into every conversation. That behavior has even led some members of the show to straight up ignore her.
Obsessive about it. 24/7. Don't sleep. I'm up. I beat y'all here every day.
Mona isn't oblivious. She's noticed all of this. She's like, it's no big deal if y'all ignore me. Don't pay me any mind. But you can start seeing the frustration creeping in, clear as day. The wild part is, Melissa Ford's journey on the show was considered a flop, but things never spiraled this fast for her. Honestly, I'd argue Melissa's time on the JBP didn't really go sideways until she launched her own podcast, Hot and Bothered. Now, one of the more concerning signs for Mona is her on-air clashes with the show's second-in-command, Mark Lamont Hill. His style, demeaning, insulting humor has clearly been getting under her skin, and you can see it in this exchange right here.
Call it.
Not the King of Rats.
Should we just call it? Since we know it's...
No, I'm going in right after this. Tell him.
God.
So it's like a spot.
The left coming out tonight.
When you're finished,
Oh, boy,
can I tell the TikTok story?
The left
Can
is
I tell the
the...
TikTok story?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, so
Leave that left.
I
I'm
was
good.
on...
Sure.
I'm good.
You was a backup? Seriously?
I'm good. Don't worry, guys.
They be ignoring.
Well, I mean... I
This is the thing he made me...
I put it in my top 4 for like a
He
week.
made-
Black Planet.
I liked the little thing that he said to me.
Hey, well,
Hold on.
While she laughs it off, that's clearly how she really feels inside. And when you're trying to fit into a space like the Joe Budden podcast, someone like Mark can feel downright overbearing. At any moment, your intelligence can be questioned. At any moment, your value can be undermined. Mark is already a made man on the show, and that's a battle she's not going to win, on air or behind the scenes, where Joe and Ian map out the next moves for the podcast. She's already fighting an uphill battle. And she doesn't do herself any favors when she goes off on these random soliloquies.
Take, for example, a conversation on race on a recent episode. Muna went on this long, verbose tangent.
That's so immature, yo. Look
Go ahead,
at
Mona.
Go ahead.
Small head. I think the difference would be if
The value of what Mona says is up to each listener to decide, but there's no denying her rants often lack tact and fail to respect the group dynamic. As for what can be done moving forward, that's still up in the air. One of the simplest fixes would be for Mona to just show up on time. After that, she needs space to be herself without constant interruptions. If a very talkative member needs to be managed, it should be done strategically. Honestly, a Mona-led podcast could flow more smoothly if certain dynamics weren't around. These are educated guesses, but I think Mona might be dealing with what I'd call end-stage A-mic syndrome. She already has her own podcast that performs well, a loyal audience that follows her everywhere, and that it factor that makes her an A-mic talent, not B, C, or D. Still, she's got a major advantage on her side, but right now that ends with the Joe Budden podcast. Her profile has risen. She's playing with house money, while Joe is on the other side, potentially losing. If this doesn't work out, it could be framed as another time Joe Budden couldn't work with a woman. Joe definitely struggles to let anyone go. The Rory and Mal exodus left scars he can't admit to even today. To be fair to Mona, she isn't the only problem. Far from it. Isha Nice has basically become the city worker of podcasting, knowing they'll get paid no matter their performance. Flip overshot himself with his antics and now can only make it to the pod once a week. Mark Lamont Hill remains a bright spot, but you have to wonder, has the show become too dependent on him? When he's not there, it feels like amateur hour, which isn't great for the longevity of the show. Then there's the namesake himself, Joe. Could it be he's been prioritizing headlines, Patreon leaks, and commercial ventures over the show, especially with a rough start to the new year? That case could definitely be made. With little real competition, the Joe Budden podcast sometimes seems to lack motivation to improve. As the news cycle picks up, maybe we'll see better structure, but who knows? For me, the real test of whether the podcast has fallen off will be the J. Cole album drop. Will they take that episode seriously? Will people show up on time? Will rambles be managed effectively? That will be my early midterm exam. I'll be watching who Joe relies on and how he treats each member of the show. But I want to hear from y'all. Do you think Mona is struggling on the show? We also have to factor in Joe Budden's audience, which behaves differently across platforms. Patreon folks comment viciously because they're paying. YouTube viewers are more relaxed. They're seeing it via the algorithm and might enjoy Mona's jokes. Then there's Facebook and Twitter audiences. But on Twitter and Patreon, Mona is definitely catching the heat. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.